We need to look at legal studies. We need to, if we have any legals in here, I need you to write a legal argument to prove that prohibition is unconstitutional. If we can convince the judge that, the judges of the Supreme Court that, if they would ever take that case, then we could end prohibition. There's got to be a legal argument that just blows that out of the water. But I need your help writing that. We need to, work with the different lobbying groups. SSDP is a great group for the students. Woo! But there's also normal national marijuana group, medical groups, and also Vote Hemp, which is a very important hemp lobby. They're lobbying Congress in Washington, and they also work with a lot of different states to pass hemp bills at the state level. So help lobby these, help lobby for the cause. Keep fighting. Sociology. When is prohibition going to end? Is there going to be a watershed event? Is there going to be a tipping point? Or is it going to be like a billion baby steps where we just incrementally move forward as society, which is probably more likely. So that's why everybody, when you're thinking like, what can I do? One person can't do everything, but everybody can do something. So if everybody does something, then we move forward towards the end of prohibition. And this helps if you're in a group or you think, oh, so-and-so's not doing as much as they should, they're not pulling their weight. Well, that might not be fair. As long as everybody's doing something, that's what really matters. So you can't expect everybody to do everything, but everybody can do something. And act on your own ideas. I know a lot of people have a lot of ideas, but if you just have an idea, if you don't act on it, it's not going to happen. It's not going to get done. But if you do it, then chances are you can make it happen. So there's a lot of different things. And this is a marathon and not a sprint. The government's had 70 years of reefer madness to brainwash. They've totally destroyed the hemp industry. They're still hamstringing the medical marijuana industry. So this is not going to end overnight. And even if prohibition ends tomorrow, the stigma about marijuana, the stigma of marijuana use is not going to go away overnight. So you have to be prepared for a long haul. So don't burn yourself out because it is going to take a while. But work on different things. We got 3 great propositions in November in Washington, Oregon, and Colorado to legalize marijuana and hemp. So I'm really hoping that one of these will pass. But even if they don't, just like Prop 19 in California a couple years ago, it didn't pass, but it was still a huge baby step because it brought the debate to the national level. A lot more people were talking about it. So this is my puzzle. This is what I need help with, the Cannabis Conundrum. We have all these different groups, but we can't. Everybody's pulling in different directions. We have hemp farmers. Farmers are very conservative people. They don't want to have anything to do with smoking marijuana, and in general, they might not care about medical marijuana. They just want to grow hemp. They want to grow a product. They want to grow a crop that they get paid for, and that's it. Then you have medical patients. They're very passionate about their medicine. They love it. But they may not necessarily want marijuana to be legal. They just want their medicine. And then you have the activists, who even within activist groups, there's a lot of infighting, which is really sad to see. And between groups, there's a lot of fighting. And even there's a lot of medical people who are voting like no on 502 up in Washington at the Seattle Hemp Fest. There's a huge, clashing of people that are, quote, cannabis lovers that are voting no on this. So it's very sad to see. And then you have all these peripheral people like dealers and growers. They don't want marijuana to be legal because they're making money on it. Teachers, they can't come out of the closet because they don't want to lose their job. They don't want to get drug tested. They might lose their kids, custody of their kids. And parents and politicians, they might have to be hypocritical because they don't want their kids to get arrested. So we have everybody pulling in different directions. But if we can get everybody to start pulling together, then I think we can end prohibition and get rid of this stigma. And this is one of the great way to do it is by communicating. Let people know. Come out of the cannabis closet. It's very hard to do. But if you can let people know that you're a cannabis consumer and you're not an ex-murderer, then I think that's a positive thing. But we need to let them know that we're normal people. Why can't farmers grow hemp? Why can't patients get their medicine? Why are our jails full of nonviolent offenders? It's the prohibition, stupid. That's the key concept, is prohibition. We have to tell We have to make sure they understand that that will not stand. We need to write letters to the editor. We need to rebut reefer madness. They've owned the media for 70 years. They've owned the message. We need to take the message to them. We need to debate prohibition with them. They can't win that debate. You cannot logically win a debate for prohibition. You just can't. You can't deny people their medicine. You can't deny people these products. So we need to take the debate to them. We need to send information to me, to the Cannabis Curriculum Clearinghouse. And we're just going to keep growing and growing. And hemp is the answer, but I'm not sure what the question was. This is the Hemp Industries Association in 1999. This is the only hemp field I've ever stood in. And so hopefully one day I'll be standing in a hemp field in America. But that's my talk. If we have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. And thank you for your time.